This is everything else. Yeah.
Welcome everybody to another edition of ET. I am the host, Marcus the Grand Fanatic, and I'm joined by one face, maybe the second face of Jemal. I'm not sure which Jemal I got, but all three faces will be joining us here live today. But this is just one of the faces. Jemal, how are you doing today? I guess he doesn't speak. I was expecting some voice. I wasn't know what to expect. Was it going to be Jemal and straight up normal voice? Was it going to be a high-pitched voice for a puppet? Or was it going to just be stare at me blank? Now I'm terrified for my life. All right. Jemal, how are you doing today? At least do hand motions. There we go. No bueno. Well, let's start the show with a bang. Let's start it. Dontaku happened last night, or in the morning for those in the West Coast or East Coast or whatever. A lot of new title changes. Jemal, what are your thoughts on all the title changes? Fantastic.
No. Wait.
Riveting TV.
We're gonna talk about this, okay? Pro Wrestling Dontaku, man. A lot of excursion, coming back from excursion. We got excursions going on. We got new champions, Okada with the first tag title of his career. Hikuleo with his first. Oh, hey babe, how's it going? So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Hikuleo winning his first singles title ever in his career, in his wrestling career. He's always been in Japan and stuff like that. So he's now the never open. No, yeah, the
there's so many fusion titles.
Yeah.
New Japan never-weight open champion. He took Kenta's belt basically.
He basically took Kenta's belt, and now he's the face of New Japan Strong now.
Hey, after Kenta's had that for. Actually, a while. Now think about it.
Yeah, not as long as Tom Lawler though.
No.
Freaking what's his face?
Fred Rosser. He had the longest, I believe. But shocking win. Was that their big title win? And he said, "What the F is this?" Man, it's new direction. It's new direction for the show. If you can't join this many, you need to understand this channel has lost its mind since getting this 3,000 whatever number subscriber. So now we're at puppeting. We're trying to up the numbers. We're doing anything. It's Legends Night.
This is Legends Night. But like I was saying with the Pro Wrestling Dontaku, Hiromu Takahashi put up a good fight against Sonata. That's a really awesome match. I was really hoping that probably Hiromu would take it, being the first ever IWGP Junior Champion and IWGP Heavyweight Champion. That is just
He almost was champ, and I was actually, as I was watching the match, even though Sonata's run hasn't been that long, I was like, take the belt from Hiromu. Let's let it go. Let's make him champ.
It just makes almost kind of sense because, the turn on Los Ingobernables de Japón and the history and, whatever you have. This man saying, what's he saying?
Manny is going, this isn't Legends Night, as I put in the chat. This is throwing Dookie up against the wall because he didn't want to curse and see what sticks. You damn right. It works for Bray Wyatt, don't it?
Who is this Bray? We only know the Fiend here. Fiendish, like my face. Fiendish like my face.
The firefly.
Yeah.
Really glad that you are friends.
Crazy.
And we're really glad that you are here. I forgot the lyrics because crack. But with what are we talking about?
Pro Wrestling Dontaku, Hiromu.
No. Hiromu. I was rooting for him to win. I wanted him to win. I wanted him to be champ. Hiromu's been in the game. He's been in that junior division forever. And it would have just been nice to see him as the world champion. I like Sonata and all, and I don't want to see his title reign in, but there was a part of me as I was watching that match going like, Hiromu should win.
Well,
what do you
like,
think?
Hiromu's proven himself against the top heavyweights of the world, so like, it makes sense. Like, he's beaten the likes of Ishii. He's beaten who else he beat? He beat like Suzuki before. He beat people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the heavyweight division, not in his own weight class, like by himself. So
yeah. But this was at the end of the match coming out, and I'm about to butcher a name here.
the fuck up, shot naked, beat your ass.
Now we're at the little Jimmy sir. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Jemal has finally snapped. Lost his mind as the baby is coming closer. It's the stress of it all. But
May 18th, baby. May 18th.
Live on air. Jesus. What's it? Yuta Shui? I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yota.
Okay. Sui? Suji has came back from excursion and attacked Sonata at the end of the show, and then
he hit the biggest Roman Reigns spear that I've ever seen, son. He hit like a rhino type spear. Yeah. Like, he gored him. He didn't spear him. Yeah. He gored him.
As Kevin Kelly announced, he said gore instead of spear, and then he corrected himself. I mean spear because he yelled gore. And I was like, oh shit. But yeah, it was an epic spear. Great reaction from the crowd. And then he basically announced he's part of LIJ. Put his hands up in the air. No snuggle office. And I was like, oh, didn't see that coming at all. I don't know where he's been on his excursion. Maybe you can explain. I don't know. He did the symbol, and they said, I think somewhere they announced he's a part of it.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, that's a big pickup for LIJ. Los Ingobernables. Get the fuck out the shop before I fuck you up. All right.
I'm just gonna make the show Jemal and the yellow bunny, I guess.
Now this is still three faces, all right? Don't get it. Just shut up. Three faces.
Anything to bring the numbers up. So that was how the show ended. Also on the show, Jon Moxley announced he's coming back to Japan. I think at Dominion in June 4th or something.
Yep, Dominion.
And then in the 10-year anniversary of the Bullet Club, our boy David Finlay, I guess your boy David Finlay or the Bullet Club's David Finlay, has captured the, let me see if I got, the Never Openweight Championship, the normal Never Openweight Championship of New Japan, and by defeating Tama Tonga.
Look at too sweet. All the way, man.
I don't understand why you're being pimped by this pussy thing. I don't understand. But what are your thoughts on the Bullet Club? And then after the match, he get attacked by ELP. By the way,
ELP came back, like, with some new hair and whatever not. Like, this is gonna be a good match. David Finlay versus ELP. David Finlay, since his inception inside Bullet Club, has been a thorn in ELP's side. He's tired of David Finlay is tired of the Bullet Club shenanigans. Eventually, he's gonna pack
shenanigans. How dare you bring up shenanigans? You are a shenanigan right now. You're a shenanigan.
Look at my face, Marcus. Look at my goddamn face. Does it look like a man of shenanigans? Huh?
Oh damn! That's very serious. That's about a man about his business. It's his business.
Fuck off the shot.
Very aggressive. This is taking your cursing pole to a new level. Now you're cursing for 2.
I'm not supposed to curse here. No.
We're trying to make money off this and we monetize. No cursing. Mr. Yellow Man. Or faces. Or Jemal face number 7, 3. I don't know. I lost track. I don't know which face got fired and was replaced by you. Now you're fired. So numerous things happened on the show. Those were the big, pretty much takeaways. And Okada, Ishii, and Tanahashi are the new 6-man tag team champions after beating
Ishii finally
Suzuki.
winning some gold again.
Ishii finally winning gold. Okada finally actually winning tag gold. This is his first time winning tag gold.
First time ever. And then not only that, but being a tag team with gold with Tanahashi. That's like dream proportions for the Japanese audience. That's a dream tag team. Aside Ishii. Ishii is just the lovable loser.
You know what? No what? He loses all the time. He lays down for everybody in any country, anywhere. But you know what? He has a belt now. And I wouldn't call him a lovable loser. I consider him in the same right of Sheamus, in which there's so much respect. And you know you're going to get a good match. And you know he's going to deliver. But he never wins. It's most of the time. But in this trios thing, we'll see how far it goes. After the match... Oh, yeah, I already said Jon Moxley returned, but Shooter came out, and I guess it's him, Moxley, and I don't know what they're going to actually do. There's nothing really announced here.
Well, Shooter isn't part of any faction. He's just like New Japan, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, Jon Moxley going to make an appearance and whatever. But let's see if Jon Moxley does some heel stuff because, the Blackpool Combat Club hasn't been quite the friendliest on AEW, so...
Well, was he a face in New Japan anyway? You can't tell with Mox anyway, because the way he wrestles is normally very heelish. He's very much a tweener. He's a Death Rider tweener or whatever. I don't know what he actually does for them, but it's going to bring in, big show for Dominion, it seems like, coming up. Also, which happened, MLW announced they are leaving, I guess, Vice, and they're going to be on Fite Plus, where you can watch them now as a subscription service. And Jemal, I'm going to ask you, I asked you this earlier, do you think this is a good thing for MLW to move to Fite?
It's a definite good thing for MLW, especially if they still have their YouTube stuff going on YouTube. They can do some more premium content. So, it's worth the $7 for the Fite app because it's not just, the MLW that you're getting. You're getting like MMA stuff, more indie pro wrestling stuff. It's bigger exposure because of the Triller fights and stuff like that. So, like, more eyes will be introduced to a bunch of MLW. And a good thing, like, your favorite tag team in the world, the main event, is going to be on MLW television. So that's going to be one of the first things that's going to pop up on MLW TV. So, yeah. Yeah.
And my question is, do you think this is the right way to go other than just going, like, straight up YouTube or something instead of doing the Fite Plus? I understand you get all these other packages, but do you think it falls under the thing that stops me from, like, watching Ring of Honor for the most part? I can, there's other ways to watch stuff.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Ring of Honor, right? If AEW had like a subscription service that added Ring of Honor, then that's worth the money because you're getting 2 for the price of 1. But for just Ring of Honor, which is basically AEW Dark and Elevation, get the fuck out of here. You're not taking my money. The hell? Yeah. You're trying to be a standalone service and you're trying to go off the back of your history, but your history ain't your now. And that's what you're presenting.
And they have canceled the Dark Elevation and Dark today, they announced. Warner Bros. Discovery has canceled that due to the inclusion of Collision. They don't have places for that. And so where do people go after their debuts after AEW Dark?
Well, they basically said, hey, you're Ring of Honor or you're AEW. And that's it.
Hold on. I believe we have broke the internet as Thirst Trapper Jones has joined the show. Nope.
There he goes.
There's no way to get this to work with this background. God damn it. How you doing, Mr. Thirst Trapper Jones?
What the fuck is going on?
Gimmicks, Manny. Gimmicks.
Bad gimmicks.
What you mean?
This may be the third brand of this show.
We gotta do something, right? NXT gotta happen.
This may be the NXT of the channel. However, that doesn't mean you just go around and do whatever you want.
We do what we want. There's now a plushy animal here.
Why has Jemal got his hand up a puppet?
I am not a puppet. I'm a teddy bear.
Why do you look like he's in a constant state of shock, like he's seen someone have sex with knee pads on?
Just think about how your best of is gonna look.
No. See, no. You know how ridiculous you just looked.
Now wait a minute.
A grown man.
Now he's been exposed. He's been
a grown
exposed.
Man with another kid on the way. This man is a father, people.
Man, we were trying to get that new demographic of being more kid friendly.
That's what you just play the start of Coco Melon, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
No, that's absolutely not what you're supposed to do. Fuck Coco Melon. I'm sorry.
Hey, I got caught saying fuck Coco Melon in the middle of a Target one day.
You have to get packed up. So
the Lord has spoken.
This is for you. We're packing you up.
I like how he casually he placed that one like he didn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah,
you don't have to live with that.
He came on with
abusive he is.
He came in with Manny came in and was like, tell the teddy bear to shut the fuck up. All right, but as soon as the stream in, he be talking again. What's that for? What's that for, Jamal?
Back to your regular televised programming. Just pretend I'm not here.
No. Now that you're up there, we have to talk about the amazing sales of AEW and Wembley and their beef with whatever's going on with the guy from ESPN and whatnot. Jamal, what are your thoughts of this AEW selling in London and the ticket sales? Do you think this is what they're going to be at? I think they're at 30 to 40,000 already, or 45.
I think they're going to be closed today. I think they're probably closing on 45.
Yeah,
I have a feeling.
So here's the thing. It's AEW's first time in London. So, like, you know, it's going to sell. Like, it's definitely going to sell. Manny's going to the show. He doesn't go nowhere unless it's, like, big.
Fuck you.
Hey, come on, Manny. In your backyard, it's progress, and you admitted yourself you do not go to it because you're like, eh.
Yeah, because I it's like, do I want to watch people I do not know and probably won't make it? Because WWE have clearly cut ties with the UK independent scene.
But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool feeling going to, like, you know, your independent local shows and then seeing them, for example, Marcus, out there where you're at and stuff like that. You probably seen the Young Bucks mad times before, like Ring of Honor, before freaking everything. No, you haven't. You haven't gone to.
You can't get into a PWG show. You can't get into a PWG show. It's impossible.
The thing about
it's about an hour and a half away, so I'm like, it ain't worth the drive.
The thing about this AEW show that's impressive is it's done what? So we don't know today's number, but like let's just say 35,000. That's quite big for something that isn't WWE already, and they still haven't finished. They haven't even hit general sale or anything.
Yeah,
so the fact that they've done that's an international sale, but that's their biggest sale ever. They haven't moved that many tickets or made that much money from tickets. Because the Arthur Ashe was the only time they made $1 million game, and they celebrated that over Twitter. But this is they've made what $4.5 million,
and that wasn't the U.S. Open. That wasn't nothing like crazy and stuff like that. So like basically, you know, Arthur Ashe. Anytime AEW comes to Arthur Ashe, that thing is packed. I know the Van Wyck go crazy enough as it is, and this traffic is ridiculous because it's all AEW people or wrestling fans.
As Marcus alluded yesterday, they could be operating at a loss at the moment, but you can supplement that with signings, your merch, and all that stuff. So that'll bring that number quite closer to that. So overall, it's still a success. It's still a success to bring in that many people on just pre-sales.
And what's crazy is that a card hasn't been really announced. It's just been.
But that's AEW shows all the time now. Like, think about that. That's AEW shows. That's WWE shows most of the time.
You don't know what's going on.
You don't know nothing. You have no idea what's going on.
Matches of the week. They messed up my matches of the week. Talking about there's no cage match. What you mean there's no cage match? I'm about to do a rant of the week. You're gonna hear it.
Rant of the week. Where's my cage match, damn it?
Would it be you or the dog?
This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time this has happened with a cage match too. It was supposed to be Becky Lynch, and they were supposed to do a cage match, and then all of a sudden, hey, we're not doing it. It was bullshit.
I can't remember what they got bumped for. They bumped something.
It was the DX edition of Raw, and then it was bumped DX. For like DX, and they were short on time. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And so they were like, we just do attack something. They did some type of attack before the match or something, and it was just like, what the hell? I'm still upset about that. Still haven't got my cage match. I mean, I got it like 3 weeks, later, but it was still like, I wanted that night.
But what you got then was better than what you probably would have got on Raw 30 anyway, to be honest.
Yeah. With that being said, Tony Khan has lashed out with the Twitter about these sales and stuff, and I think Saraya and Cash also lashed out on Twitter. I just think, personally, this is my own take, and I'll ask you guys how you feel. Everybody should shut the fuck up. It is what it is. Whether it's the guy from ESPN is right or not, I still wouldn't respond if I'm AEW going like, fuck off. We're doing our business. I don't think anybody in WWE would have responded. I don't think Triple H would have went to Twitter and been like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about and all that. I just think that these people, they need to be more mature and professional about all this. And the numbers will speak for itself in the end.
As a talent, if you're like, being in the show or potential being in the show and they're slandering whatever name or whatever not, then you can defend yourself. But there was not talking about no type of talent. So in this instant, for a talent, just be quiet. Let your numbers speak for yourself. As a promoter, as a booker, as the head honcho, you should definitely shut the hell up. Like, let your numbers speak for you, dog. Like, stop. Get Tony Khan off of Twitter. Tony Khan is like Donald Trump in his presidential run right now. Like, he's just overdoing everything. He's doing the most on Twitter for no reason. Nobody is after him. Nobody, like, they talk about this competition. Yes, there's business competition. There's wrestling competition. But just like, yo, stay in your lane. You don't see Scott D'Amore fucking talking about, oh yeah, Impact, we got Trinity, we got hottest free agent. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like,
no, but even if you did, see the first tweet and then see the second tweet, they were completely different. Like, the first tweet is tweeting with emotion. Like, that's not the way to be. That's not, like, a CEO shouldn't be presented like that. Like him, like Elon Musk, they're like that, where they're a bit out there. And they do all this weird shit on Twitter, and then they respond like that, and then you just look unprofessional. Because the second way he tweeted afterwards, his second rebuttal, that was more of that was a response of a CEO. But like, he should. I mean, I guess he is on the come up and stuff like that with his company. Like, it is a second to WWE, but it isn't, because TNA would do shit like this before.
TNA did very well in the UK.
Dixie Carter era.
They used to do shit
35,000. Apparently, they got 35,000 in the UK at times in arenas on a lot of UK tours. And they went there more.
Apparently, the WCW outside America, they're quite close to beating that record. I think the record that outside the US is about 45 for WCW,
which is pretty good. Which is good,
big numbers, support. Man.
Big numbers in the UK, because as so was the head, the UK fans actually love wrestling. American fans love to talk about wrestling. I saw that one in the chat, and I was like, I
saw that, but it's I wouldn't even say UK fans. I would say international fans.
International, yeah, because it's not just the UK. You got people in India is doing this. Freaking people in Australia is doing this. New Zealand.
It's like
Japan. Everywhere.
Yeah, it's like
that's true.
Americans are spoiled for AEW and WWE. They get it most times during the year. Then when they eventually tour, like AEW ain't touring internationally yet, but when WWE tour, people show out. Just look at the clips of the fans in Paris for Baron Corbin. you look at the house shows for like just Cody in Birmingham and Manchester. Those aren't even that bigger cities in the UK. Those are like second tier cities. Yeah. Like obviously London is the capital of England.
So it's
but like they haven't even gone there.
It's Columbus, Ohio to a New York, or it's like
No, I would say if you go the New York fans are probably one of the most rabid fan bases next to Philadelphia and then Chicago and stuff like that.
No, but he's
those you would go that kind of way. You would go that way because like you wouldn't look at Washington as a big wrestling city.
But it is.
It is. Washington's pretty good.
But you wouldn't. No, the capital. You wouldn't. I wouldn't say the capital. Is the place Baltimore you want to be.
Baltimore got a big wrestling scene down there.
I don't know, man. It's not that loud.
It's not that loud. It's not that loud because of where it's placed. Because again, like you were saying, with Philadelphia and New York being right there, so like basically the tri-state area, which I'm talking about, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, they have rabid fan bases and stuff like that. So New Jersey, Delaware, fucking Baltimore, and everything like that. That's where all the Jersey guys and girls and some of the tri-state go down, and then the Philly people connect. So like the Baltimore scene is basically the Philly, New York scene together meshing, with sprinkled with like the Baltimore guys.
Well done. We have a bunch of Baltimore experts on our listener feed, Wes and
they're barely here.
And this man,
they're barely here. They're hardly ever here. They're hardly ever here.
We just did a watch along with Wes.
He left in the middle of that watch along.
Fell asleep.
So that's all that stuff. Also this week on Impact, the returning Trinity Fatu will make her debut on Impact Wrestling. I believe she has a wrestling match this week. I don't know if she talks this week. I don't know. I'm not sure what happens. I don't know if she talks and then wrestle. I don't know. I don't know what happens.
The hatred this woman got on the mid-card mess of just her picture of talking on that microphone. I've never seen it. I was just like, be happy the woman's out back. I don't like her that much, but just be happy she's back.
Yeah, I'm excited for her potential to see, like, you know, the different matches that she's gonna have. I think her first match is gonna be against Kylie King, which is the one half of the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. So right out the gate, she's gonna be featured in a big match, not a big match, but like, you know, a champion. She's going against a champion on that show to show her chops and stuff like that. So that's gonna be good. When it pertains to her on the mic, this week is going to basically be her on the mic, and then next week they're probably going to show that match. You know how wrestling works. So
yeah, booking 101. You're like, oh, here we go, introduction and on the mic and everything. I'm assuming Manny's gone. At this point, he just walked out the ring casually and just.
I'm still here. I'm just going to put my plate on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bye, Betty. See you in a bit. But what do you think her trajectory? She's going to eventually become Impact Champion. She's going to be in a tag team, middle card. Is she going to pull like a Tenille Dashwood, kind of just there or whatnot, and just, you know, filling the role, jobbing for people? Do you have her actually going far in Impact?
I wouldn't be surprised if she's the introduction of Mercedes Moné popping up on Impact Wrestling to become tag team champions, or even having like, she's definitely a future world champion, or she's future world champion material, but at the same time it's just like she's gonna have to work extremely hard because she is a WWE chick. She's only wrestled WWE, so this is different. This is a different entity. This is a different feel. You know, the women probably hit harder. She faced a person like Jordan Grace? No, she hasn't. Like, you know, unless you were with like Beth Phoenix back in the Gap, which she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So I think she's underrated as a talent in wrestling. I think that people have put her in a box. And I said on the other day show, it seems like no matter what, it seems like black women in wrestling seem to always get criticized first before they are praised, whether you're Mercedes or whoever. Just in general, like right off the jump. Even Bianca gets her criticism for whatever. But I think you're gonna see some with the quote unquote the chains or the whatever or the leash or whatever, the change of the guard or whatever of this wrestling on the indies or an Impact or whatever. Maybe she gets to do a little bit of New Japan, because Impact allow people to do pretty much whatever they want on the outside. I think that she's going to I think she's going to excel, and I think that people are sleeping on her. I think she's going to reach new heights. I think she's going to fight for the title at some point. Is she going to win it? I don't know. Is she going to beat Diana Purrazzo? I don't know, But I think there'll be some good matches.
All I'm saying is this. If freaking Trinity wins that belt before Masha Slamovich, I'm going to kind of be upset. But it's okay.
Yep. Anything else you would like to add? What are your thoughts? I guess we can add. What are your thoughts on the draft, and what do you think anything changed too much or anything at all you want to add?
I'm not gonna know shit about the goddamn draft until fucking the weeks after the draft happened. I'm not talking shit about the draft until after Backlash. After Backlash, that first Raw, that first SmackDown, that's when we can talk about what happened and what's going on and who's the face and this fucking belt. It's just like, madness in WWE. But don't worry, today I will be recording all the happenings of this week, last week, the happenings of the draft, the Trinity thing. I'm be doing the Mid-Card Mess podcast today by my lonesome.
All right, here's my question for you about drafting and all. If you had a chance to draft any wrestler, number one, other than Roman Reigns, in all the world of wrestling, whether it's WWE, MLW, or House of Glory, whatever, the million other wrestling promoters, who would be your number one pick?
My number one pick in pro wrestling?
In pro wrestling.
I would go Bryan Danielson, and that's because the flexibility that man has when it pertains to like being a face, heel, whatever not. He's one of the best wrestlers in the planet right now. He can work with anybody. So yeah, Bryan Danielson.
Not a bad pick. Notoriety and everything. It works really well.
I was gonna say Okada would have been that pick, but because Bryan Danielson's been proven to work with everybody well, Okada not so much. My third would be Ospreay after that, but Bryan Danielson, definitely that pick.
Manny, how about you? Who would be if you could pick all of wrestling, who would be your top three or so?
I would say Seth Rollins, number one. This is
other than Roman, right?
Other than Roman.
No picking Roman.
I would say Seth Rollins because he's a very good all-rounder. He can do it all. I think you need guys on a roster that can do it all, work with anyone, be the main guy, be the undercard guy, can do it all. I would see Jemal pick Bryan Danielson. I wouldn't. If you're going as of today, I'm not picking him based on previous injury history. I don't want to lose a guy. I don't want a guy that goes 100% and then you potentially could lose him. I feel like I'm picking like I'm picking in the NFL draft. I'm picking for longevity.
That's why I'm the same way.
He is the same way, but the only long-term injury he's had was that knee. Knee injury that happened in Europe.
Bryan Danielson does have the history of concussions and had to stop for a bit.
And like concussions is something you don't fuck around with anymore. Like it was back then, but like head trauma just has the information around head trauma has just gone so far. Just like you don't fuck around with it anymore.
Yeah. I'm still feeling the effects.
So I think you go Omega.
We saw that earlier with the bunny, by the way.
Are you having PTSD? I think I go Omega. And the third pick, I'm going Charlotte.
See, Manny, I'm really
Why not,
disappointed
right?
in your last pick.
Why not?
I'm disappointed in your last pick. I wouldn't have went Charlotte because Rhea Ripley has done so many numbers for this channel that you wouldn't take her as your number 3.
She's not proven yet.
No. She's proven for this channel, Jemal.
This channel? She got
This
a million
channel,
view
this
video.
channel.
A million view video. I'll say she's got somewhere to go.
I might change the Tuesday and Thursday to the Mommy Show with Marcus and Manny.
The Mommy Show? Or it's gonna be to the point where the untitled Mommy and Mommy Show. We're just in the show and we're just showing videos of Rhea at this point.
The Untitled Manny and Mommy Show.
Yeah, it's just Manny showing a bunch of Rhea Ripley just on her Instagram in her timeline. Here we go. That's the show today, guys. I hope you enjoyed your, daily dose of Rhea Ripley right there. It's now a daily show. For me personally, I think I would go. My number 1 will be Gunther. I think that's a pretty good pick because everybody, when he picks I want to see them fight Gunther. I feel like Gunther is a pretty good, solid number 1 pick as my workhorse and as my fighting champion. 2, I'm going with, because Cody Rhodes' trajectory is out of control. And I was going to think about going non-WWE with this draft, and then you end up going like, fuck, there's too many people in WWE. But Cody has that likability. He has the fans behind him and whatnot. And 3, I'm arguing over Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay. But I think I'm going Ospreay because he's younger, but he does seem to get injured more than Kenny, to be honest, even though Kenny's beat up.
No, Kenny is just an Iron Man that will work through injury. Whereas like Ospreay, I feel like he just gets
shit. Yeah, it's because of the shit that he'd be doing. I mean, did you see the Kenny versus Ospreay match at Wrestle Kingdom? I mean, holy shit.
Just landed on his head over and over. Like he doesn't protect himself as much as he should. And that's talking about comparing him to Kenny Omega, who doesn't really protect himself and just works through all these injuries and stuff. But those are kind of my top 3 somewhere right there. Where I'm like, you know what? These are people I would be able to start a brand with.
So no one's picking Omos.
Omos is number 5 for me. You know what? You can't deny size, Manny. That's what I learned in the NBA.
You might as well pick
that
Sangar from freaking Jay Lethal company.
Oh.
Pick him. If you're gonna pick
Ranjit
Singh, pick him.
Ranjit Singh, not Ranjit Singh. Satnam Singh. I would love to see the match. Him and Omos is figure out what they're gonna do. What are they actually going to do with each other? What would they do with it? I think it'd be that bad where you just be like, what can they actually do with each other that will make people say, I'm just doing that strong style. We're taking these stiff forearms to the face, doing some chops, and we get out. It'd be one of the worst matches ever, but I'm down for it just to see.
You know what I need to see again? What I really need to see? That match between Kane and the Big Show when they actually took it to the ground. When they got technical. that was the funniest match ever.
And then Big Show did it again with Strowman, which was even like, I was like, oh shit, it's probably the Big Show's best matches.
I was going to say Big Show and Braun Strowman was one of the better big man matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
At that time. Especially Strowman was fatter at that time, doing all the shit that he was doing.
Yeah.
Chain wrestling, big ass nigga.
Chain wrestling. And I think they even went to Twitter after. I bet you thought big guys get chain or something like that. Like, what the fuck? But you know what? That concludes another exciting episode of ETE. Thank you, Lord, for running in and costing us our 1 viewer in the chat.
I want to say I saved the show.
It was not going anywhere. We're driving people with saying, "Did you, Manny? Did you? We're going somewhere with this. We have an ending for it. We had an ending, and now
you didn't.
Okay.
We dead had an ending. Don't worry. I was gonna super kick him out of the frame, and then freaking like you ruined it. It's good. Don't worry.
Mean leg slap. It's gonna be a mean leg slap.
We worked it on the fly. I packed him the hell up, so we got to pack up for the moment of the show. packed them up in a bag.
This was like when Indy Hartwell got injured last week, and we figured out how to do a finish in the middle of the match.
We improvise out here.
Or that time Shane tour squad and was like, "Oh shit, what we doing? Snoop running."
So now that we're ending the show, like Marcus Clippers got ended.
No, what the hell? I didn't say anything about anybody else today. You know what? 30 more years of bad luck for the Knicks. You know, I'll put that on. 30 more years.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6 now.
It ain't happening, Jemal.
Serious time, 1-1.
I heard you talking about some sweep. Sweep where?
You'll find that out on one of the episodes of Raw is Retro. Where I sound like a guru and he'll sound like a fool proclaiming the Knicks will win with sweeping.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6.
All right. Well, check out the Mid-Card Mess podcast, or later we come on Jemal covering all the happenings of wrestling. You can check that out on his SoundCloud with SoundCloud/Three Faces of Jemal. Check out all the episodes, including the history of G1s, WrestleManias, and Bullet Club, and yada, 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 and so much more content. Me, I'll be on this channel with Manny down there. We'll be here tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Monday and Tuesday and just every day of the week. Non-stop attention on this channel.
Check out the short.
We all know why you're really here. Check out the Rhea Ripley short on WrestleMania.
1 million views. People that have done 1 million views.
Yeah, and I don't understand why. Why?
No, Marcus, I can see why people click it. I don't understand why people write comments on it. The comments be wild on that.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh, I love you, mommy. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my god, I gotta
She's
do this.
so
Is that Roman's?
offensive.
Yeah, I can't believe she's doing that. Her and Dom are gonna get their ass kicked. Oh, Charlotte whooped her ass. I can't wait till she come back. Like, oh, where we at with this? She's gonna join the Bloodline now. You hear the Tribal Chief music in the background. And I'm going like, what are we talking about?
Confirmed.
Yeah, there's so much nonsense in those comments, but love them all. Love them all. Please donate to the show at thesharpshooters.com. I don't think we ever give out the website where we can donate. We just ask for donations. No one knows how to do it.
I did it a few times. I'm gonna do it a few more. I need more merch than this hoodie and that shirt that I have. I'm gonna need to get.
Don't buy anything yet. We need to refresh that because I feel like we need that scratch logo we have as a shirt.
Yeah, it's gonna be updated merch coming soon. Coming soon, and a brand new store. I think we're gonna have WrestleMania shirts. Maybe I can go along with that video and just put it up. And we are now the Mommy and Mommy show.
We need a packet.
Pack it up. And we just put all the old guys in the back. Just go, get out of here. But, tons of stuff coming along. Tune into our Backlash Watcher on live and from Puerto Rico. We won't be in Puerto Rico, but they will be in San Juan, Puerto Rico for that.
Don't worry, I'm going to have my flag ready.
Waving.
Yeah, and look, I'm about to get my flag. What you mean?
I don't think he has flag.
Live, baby. We got the flag ready, baby.
Why do you have so many props? The man of 1,000 props. It's not even bags anymore. It's just props.
Yeah. Tune in. If Jemal is on it, you might see a pregnant lady choked out again on the show. Live stream.
Yes. Chill. My dad will not be part of that.
Jamal's dad is so entertaining.
The great Chokity. Lucy Dirk say he needs a hat, and he's representing the Chicago Bulls Nation, which I believe is wrong because
where are you though? Where are you though? I'm in the second round of the playoffs. Where are y'all?
Oh, come on. They didn't make it past the play-in. Leave them alone.
Knicks in 6.
Or did they make it past the play-in? Nah.
Damn, that's tough.
Second play-in.
That's tough.
That's all right. I would have, if I was me as a Clipper fan, I rather would have never made it.
You are actually the worst.
But I had the experience
for years, and you're talking this big game, this humongous game, and the Knicks have been shit for years. They win 2 games. They win 2 games and they make headlines of just the fans going, all about the Knicks.
A dub is a dub. Is a dub. Is a dub.
Is a dub.
No, act like you've been there before.
Nah. They haven't.
I mean,
not in his lifetime.
Yes, we
not
have.
in your lifetime. I think you got the Patrick Ewing.
1999, we made the finals. We just got smoked. Young Timmy D, young Admiral. I mean, old Admiral, young Timmy D, Greg Popovich at his prime. Of course we lost.
I'm going to say it once again.
And it was a lockout.
Luchador, I saw what your comment said on that 3,000 post. If you two combine, I will be very angry with the both of you to buy that Nick Aldis thing. The show needs a donation that will pay for this service, and you will pay $100 for a fucking joke. We need to keep the lights on.
Hold on. You screw baby this conversation. Do it! Do it!
I have the power to.
But yeah. Like, subscribe and everything. You guys have a great day. Juicy of a joke though. I respect the joke, honestly. Respect the joke. Respect the joke.
Because that was perfect to have the comment on top of that.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night, good evening. Be safe out there. Those wrestling streets are very dangerous out there. Have a good night. Oh yeah, I realized why I can't close it my way because I forgot. So, I just have Billy Kay do it, I guess, or the outro.